Titans, move over because hunters are now the best melee class in the game, it seems, with Prismatic. With the exotic class items, I got a roll of Spirit of the Caliban plus Spirit of the Liar, and let me tell you, oh my god, does this cook. Our build is going to be Silence and Squall for the super. We're going to go with Gambler's Dodge to get our melee back, obviously. Combination Blow, because this is going to be what our main build revolves around, and we're going to get our class ability back. Our melee damage is going to increase. Going to stack up to 3 times. It's the main meat and potatoes of the build. For the grenade, I found that grapple is really fun because the grapple does work with Calibans. It doesn't stack with Liars, but that's okay. You could also run Dusk Fields here if you wanted to. Winter Shroud to slow enemies with our dodge, and then Stylish Executioner to go invisible after we kill those slowed enemies. And on top of that, our next melee while we come out of invisibility is going to weaken targets. Our fragments are going to be the Facet of Courage, so anytime we deal damage with our arc melee, it's going to deal more damage when they're affected by a darkness debuff, like slow. Facet of Protection, so we have more resistance when surrounded. Facet of Blessing to start health regeneration when we get those melee final blows, to stack on top of the health that we get back from combination blow. And then we're going to go Facet of Balance. So anytime we rapidly defeat enemies with light damage, we're going to get melee. And anytime we defeat enemies rapidly with darkness damage, we're going to get grenade energy. Facet of Purpose is going to be our last one. And anytime we pick up an orb, we're going to get frost armor because of our super being stasis. Now, taking a look at the armor mods to bring along here, in the helmet slot, we're going to go with a Void Siphon. If you're using those void weapons, you're going to be creating a lot of orbs with them. Special ammo finder, heavy ammo finder. You could also run hands-on to get your super faster. In the gauntlets here, heavy-handed because we're going to be getting a ton of melee kills. Impact induction, anytime we get a powered melee attack with damage, we're going to be reducing our grenade cooldown. On the chest, I always recommend resistance mods to fit your activity. On the boots, we're going to go with double innervation so we can get our grenades back faster when we pick up an orb, as well as getting a void weapon surge. And then on the class item, 2 bombers and then a reaper. Now for the stats that you should be building into here, always go resilience, and then I'm going to say go discipline so we can get our grenades back faster. And then I'm going to go with recovery so we can get our health back faster when we're out of battle. And then mobility, if you can kind of go with mobility and recovery around the same here. Strength doesn't matter because our dodge is going to refund our melee and our melee is going to refund our dodge. So that's why I'm saying mobility is not the most important in this one. Now for weapons, I've been really liking to use the call here. And then in the energy slot, Graviton Lance because of the Void Artifact mods. This thing cooks. In the heavy slot here, you can go with a Strand Heavy or a Void Heavy. I would recommend going with a Void Heavy so you can take advantage of the artifact mods once again. Speaking of the artifact, here are some artifact mods to bring along in this build. If you're running Void weapons, Expanding Abyss and Void Hegemony are amazing for it. Shield Crush is great. If you're not running Void weapons, you can grab Transference in the final column. Radiant Orb so we can get Radiant when we pick up an orb. Galvanic Armor because we're going to be getting amplified from kills, so we're going to have less damage done to us. Threaded Blast, authorized mod Elemental Recharge, and then Winning Hand. This build overall is ridiculously fun. It's easily one of the most sought after roles on the relativism class item. So if you don't have this, I would definitely recommend farming for it. It's super fun. It's super strong as well. If you enjoyed the build, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free, it helps me out a ton, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to check out some short form content of breakdowns like these kind of builds or some helpful guides, then go check out my TikTok, and be sure to check out my Twitch where I record a ton of gameplay on stream, as well as play with you guys, help you guys get these class items and other things like that. Thank you again for making it to the end of the video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.